get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now? All I can say is how fucking dare you?
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
Senate race. It's not gonna happen. Republican Kevin
Go Kamala.
will be returning to the Senate.
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you.
How the fuck is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
I'm sorry to all my friends who are Trump supporters. But you don't understand how scared of this man I am. If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means for us as a people. To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How the fuck are we back in this same situation again? Who the fuck is voting for him? Genuinely.
Fuck you. I don't want to hear about how shitty your life gets under his policies. Live with that decision. Sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable. Fuck you.
This is all prank, right? Like we're just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and everything's gonna go back to the way it'll be a psych. It'll be like a really bad dream and none of this will have ever happened, right? Like it'll be like the first time and then we're all gonna pull through fine in 4 years. Correct? Please? Someone tell me? I can tell you one thing right now, marriage is the farthest thing from on the table currently. So they screwed the pooch on that one if they thought that any of this was going to actually help with the whole family and kids department and lowering birth rates, because that, not even. Any semblance of thoughts I had or hope for that is completely going to be a no thanks for me, love. Do you think I would ever even dare bring a child into this country now? It was rough before. Now? No. That's cute. And the men, don't even get me started about dating. To think I was still entertaining a few moderates here and there sometimes. No, honey, no. Not even close. That's never goodbye.
What the fuck? Bitch! You fuck!
Yo, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
I'm sorry! No! Why?
I'm fucking feral today. Feral! If you see me, keep walking. Do not make eye contact. Do not square up at me. Don't act like you know me. Like, I want to eat, like, maybe they voted for Kamala, but, like, I want to eat them right now. Like, I want to take a bite out of those glutes in a bad way.
I can't believe this country did this again.
I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
I'm going to get drunk today, and I'm going to act like an angry black fucking woman, because I'm fucking angry!
He's a felon! He's a felon! He's a villain! He's a felon! I don't want him here anymore.
What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom? I'm done.
Does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman or woman? Because we don't want to be sexist.
I'm angry as fuck, bro. I'm angry. I'm hurt. My feelings are fucking hurt.
I am so
frustrated!
He's ruining my life, her life, and the life of every single immigrant in this country!
He's a fake ass mother who is not a real human being. He's a piece of shit.
I hope you are so fucking happy that the economy is supposedly going to be okay now because you voted for Donald Trump, the man who was going to take away all the rights of so many groups of people, not even just fucking trans people, so many groups of fucking people that are not straight cis white men.
But I could see it, like, breaking me and my parents apart because they just don't get it, and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay, I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
Why did I let myself have hope?
I hope at the end of this, when we're destroyed, that you fuckers are happy. I fucking hope you're happy.
I also not only won't care when all the bad stuff that's gonna happen happens to you, I actually want it to happen to you.
I'm angry as fuck. I'm gonna get drunk and cause a problem.
How am I supposed to go to work and do all of my normal daily activities when I know that we all just chose for things to get exponentially harder? And I just want my mom. But my mom voted for it.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. I'm speaking in support of items 5 and 27 because we need to expand Black voices. The voices of our African American brothers and sisters needs to be heard, especially after America chose to elect a white supremacist and educated rapist over the first African American female in United States history. And that's why it's so important, now more than ever, to be an ally to the Black community. I am in a non-traditional relationship, and the lover that my wife took is an African American with Puerto Rican ancestry. And I see firsthand the struggle that people of color go through on a daily basis thanks to my wife's boyfriend, Armando. Our country was built on a legacy of white supremacy, and we need to foster a culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion here in Austin, especially since we elected a literal Nazi to be president! And my wife, she's put me on a sex strike because she is no longer able to seek reproductive health care. And before the election, I had my very own chair right by the bedroom. And now I have to watch my wife and Armando make love from the closet. And it's so lonely in there. So please, 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 for the love of science, for the love of healthcare, pass item 27 because abortion is healthcare, and I am an ally to women.
You're really going to clap at that?
All right, 4B movement starting. You know what we're gonna do?
I've decided that cigarettes don't count today, and I honestly might go get a tattoo.
If you don't know what the 4B movement is, Korean women had decided to stop having babies until they received equal rights.
That is not a joke. That is not an exaggeration. They are not dating men. They are not marrying men. They are not having children with men. They're not even sleeping with men anymore. And it's called the 4B movement because the Korean words for those four things all start with the letter B.
Today, I want to get into the expansion of the 4B movement into the 5B movement, the 6B movement,
the Chinese iteration of the 6B, 4T, or 10BT movement, the 7B movement, the 8B movement, and the 8B, 4T movement.
And I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years.
I want the men in this country to know that half the female population, we're dry.
For the next 4 years, I am going to abstain from schmex with men.
I've literally broken up with a man because he voted for Trump. And you can too.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid.
I'm dry as a desert, baby. And I don't want it to change.
Stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head.
will not be giving my money to the beauty industry anymore. I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down.
Swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky.
I am not part of this fucking trend. Stop. Stop. There are people that have lost their hair, like me, and it has been devastating. You guys stop. This is ridiculous. I'm not part of this trend. Not part of it. I have alopecia. But you guys claim to be so caring and kind, but look what you're doing. You guys are not realizing that you are triggering people that have lost their hair, that have cancer. Shaving your head because you think you've lost your rights, you didn't lose your fucking rights. You guys are a bunch of fucking crybabies, just like I'm being right now, because you guys have started a trend that is now affecting people like me and people that have cancer. Good job, assholes.
And making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way, or fuck you. Fuck you. Women.
We're not gonna do makeup. We're not gonna use filters. We're not gonna go get the skin stuff. We're not gonna dress up and look nice.
I hope you Republicans are happy because I'm about to become so fucking gay. It's unbelievable. If you guys think that I'm ever touching a man again, you got another fucking gay thing coming.
I'm getting married in 11 days, bitch. To a woman. You see that shit?
Oh, you voted for Trump because you wanted to bring back traditional American family values? I'm about to munch so much box that if you were in my vicinity, you would go up in flames. Being gay is a choice. Being gay is a choice. Yeah, I'm bisexual and I'm about to choose to be so gay that the wheels fall off of your car. I am literally never kissing a man again in Trump's America. Like, it's not happening. Like, you guys lost me. Like, congratulations. You won the war, but you lost the bisexual battle.
Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time.
This is being used without a filter. I usually do a filter, but you know what? I'm done using filters.
I'm doing this for us all. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Nothing works anymore. Nothing works anymore. I'm not doing this for me.
I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done. If you voted for Trump, I think you're a fucking loser. I think you're stupid. I think you're a moron. I think you're evil. I think that you deserve to die by my hands. More specifically, by the rake that's in my hand that I'm using as a bludgeon on your fucking skull. You fucking loser. I'm better than you. You're a horrible person. You don't deserve air. Fucking kill yourself before I get to you. Do it. Kill yourself right now. Reply. Reply with a video of you killing yourself. Fucking loser.
If you voted for Donald Trump, you're racist. You're a fascist. You're a Nazi. You hate America. You hate women. You hate democracy. I'm sorry for your mom. It is evident that a Trump supporter has never read a book, probably doesn't have that comprehension, has never written a coherent sentence ever. Do not waste your breath on these people. Anytime that you're talking to a Donald Trump supporter, just call him a Nazi, call him a fascist, keep it moving. These people are beyond the right of education. When you choose to get misinformation, you choose to eat that shit up, when you choose not to look deeper, that is on you. That is not on us. Because I chose to take the extra steps to not get lied to, but you were warmed by the ignorance. Why do I have to take you out of that? No. I do not accept you. I do not see you. I do not believe that you, as a person, deserve any of my respect. Okay? You don't support basic human rights if you're a Trump supporter, so why would I support your rights? Okay? That's the fucking thing. Trump supporters are the equivalent to dirt to me. I would spit on you, but I would not waste the DNA on someone like that. That's the fucking thing. I'd strangle you guys to fucking death, but I wouldn't go to prison over a Trump supporter. That's the fucking thing, okay? It's no longer this neutral ground, this place where we don't judge people for their politics and it's just like melting pot. No, you're Republican, you voting Republican, I fucking hate you. And I think you're a racist. I know you're a racist. I know you're a pedophile. I know that you're a Nazi, a fascist. I don't care. I can make a list, okay? Because it's beyond it. It's beyond it now, okay? There is no wishy-washy Republican. If you're Republican, you're a fascist Nazi because you support Trump. And that party, they don't give a fuck about ideals, morals, who they're fucking propping up. They only care about winning and taking power in this country. And how can you guys not see that? But that's the fucking thing. That's the fucking thing, is you guys probably do see it and you just accept it. But again, to the day I die, it's fuck Donald Trump. To the day I die, it's fuck Republicans. They are ruining America, and I'm not letting that happen. We the people, we the Democrats, will not let that fucking happen. I'm not taking this shit sitting down. Fuck Donald Trump.
What the hell? You cannot be serious. How did I wake up to this garbage as my president? That's right, garbage. I went to bed last night and she was ahead. I woke up to this freaking nightmare. Donald Trump? How? Does America have this many Nazi, Hitler following pieces of trash? I thought America was already great. Kamala had our economy skyrocketing. People were happy. You could feel the joy in her campaign. And then all of a sudden, it's just been hijacked by these freaks of nature that call themselves Trump supporters. What the fuck? Nobody wants to live in a country full of hate. It's all hate, 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 hate. Trump hates everybody that's not white. And I can't believe people of color actually voted for him. How does that happen? What, does he pay them? I'll give you some money if you vote against your own people. Who does that? This is not going to end well at all. It is not going to end well.
Okay, like, if y'all hate women that much, I hope you never get pussy ever again. Like, y'all hate us this fucking much? Okay, you better not come into my fucking, like, oh, you just sent pics, da-da. Yeah, pics of a gun I'm finna buy. The fuck?
So I'm liking what I'm hearing about the blue friendship bracelet movement, but I personally want something more permanent, more serious. I'm wholeheartedly devoted to what I believe in, and that's love. So can we come up with a tattoo and placement of that tattoo to mark ourselves, to identify ourselves to other women and men who share our values, who know that we are a safe person to be with? I will gladly get this agreed upon tattoo. I'd like to get it today, but I'm sure we can't agree that quickly. So to all the men and women out there who feel cheated and betrayed and a little bit lost, what tattoo are we getting and where are we putting it? Excuse the black eyes. I'm a single mom of 2 boys, got hit in the head with a baseball on election day. So yeah, seems appropriate. Let me know what tattoo and where.
Anyone need a blue bracelet? Message me. Free of charge. I won't ask a dime from you. Just give me your Eddie and I'll send it over to you.
I'm sure many of us have already seen videos about using blue bracelets to identify each other as safe individuals. And as somebody who lives in a red city and a red state, if you, like me, do not feel safe
presenting that blue bracelet every day, I recommend looking into becoming an anklet wearer.
As a woman of color, when I go out, I have no way to distinguish between the white ladies that support the bad man and the white ladies that support freedom. I can't figure that out. So if someone's wearing a safety pin or a blue bracelet where I'm living, which is a huge red state, that is really an element of comfort for me. When I see that, I feel like, okay, not every single white woman in here hates me.
I went out today and I got these blue friendship making bracelets at TJ Maxx. Also, I didn't see anyone wearing the blue bracelets that we were supposed to wear. I had this, so I put this on.
So I heard y'all looking for black-owned businesses to buy blue bracelets from. Guess what? Y'all want the denim blue or y'all want the blue blue, okay? Because I'll get started right now. Right now, okay? Modern Hippies Atlanta, we got the blue bracelets. Which blue do y'all want? Do y'all want denim blue or do y'all want blue blue? Y'all just let me know because I can mix them up. Let me know how y'all want these blue bracelets, okay? I'm coming with the blue bracelets. Y'all just let me know how you want them. I'll start right now. Right now. Right now. Blue bracelet me, okay? I'm ready.
Well, it's been rough. It was not what I was expecting at all, considering some of the rhetoric he has said. I thought we as a nation were smarter, but I guess not. To my transgender and friends and, you know, the people who it affects, as long as you stay alive, they cannot say we don't exist. Being a Satanist means rebelling against them because they're wrong. And as long as you draw a breath, every breath you take is a rebellion. Keep on fighting because you just have to. Hail Satan, hail reason always.
If you're a conservative woman, here's how I'm gonna fix your life, okay? So you just got married to your husband. Your husband is blatant, just redneck garbage. You like him though, for some reason, something there is clicking. I'm gonna seduce your husband. I'm gonna seduce your husband. I'm going to look him in the eye, and I'm gonna explain to him that nobody has ever made me feel the way he has. And I'm younger than you conservative woman that married him. And I'm gonna start, like, explaining that I'm just so fun and I like doing fun shit. Because you're probably married and you can't do fun shit. And then once I do that, and I implement your fucking marriage arc, he's gonna cause some irrational feelings, which is going to establish itself in your marriage problems. And then you're gonna be like, why am I doing this shit for a man? This is where we get ya. Get ya, because then you're like, why am I supporting a guy that isn't doing anything for me? There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna guide you through. Now, shave the head. Glasses. I don't know where you get these big glasses, but we all have them. So if you want to be one of us, you've got to find these somewhere in a store. I don't know where I got these, but everybody's got a deceptive piercing. Get that right away. For some reason, that unites us. The passport. Get your passport. You're gonna need it. Plan B. Pharmacy right away. You've got to go to your pharmacy and get your Plan B. And most importantly, you cannot wear a bra ever again. Okay, then there's this. You've got to do this. You've got to tape that baby up. You've got to tape it up. I'm going to just tell you, the blue bracelet. Don't forget the blue bracelet. Don't forget the blue bracelet so we know who we are. Okay. I don't know where to get these glasses. We all have them, and I can't tell you where to get them. I don't know. But I'm going to get some duct tape. I don't have any duct tape right now. I only had the packing tape, but I'm getting the duct tape.
As one of the leaders of this movement, I have been messaged so many times to come up with a solution, a more permanent solution than blue bracelets and safety pins, so that, like, when we're in the pickup line at school, we know how to identify each other. And some people suggested a tattoo, so I did go get my tattoo. I suggest everybody get this so that, like, when you're in the pickup line at school and you need to know what parents you can talk to, you just have to go like this.
Racing straight ahead. No man can do like I can. I'm the queen of the land. Haters gonna hate. Won't be sorry now. Shoot me
Dear convicted felon of the United States of America, I just have but one message for you. As a trans woman, as a human being, and as a true American, there is nothing you can do, nothing you can say, no law you can put into place that will stop me from being who I am, what I am, or where I want to go. Nothing you will do will stop me from being a woman. Don't like it? Leave. And for the rest of you who voted for a convicted felon, same goes for you. I go where I please. I use the women's restroom, I use the women's locker rooms, and I will continue to do so, whether you like it or not. Stay mad because you just voted for a convicted felon who ain't gonna do shit.
Good morning. It is November 7th, Thursday, and got my lipstick on today, so I'm a little bit more together. We're putting a plan together. I cannot live in a country that voted for Trump. I cannot spend another 4 years under that man. And so we have made the decision that we are leaving. We're putting a plan together. Our plan is to go back to Australia. And by back, that is where obviously Tam and our daughter Jordan was from. I'm working on immigration paperwork for spousal visa. I'll probably end up going over on a tourist visa initially because the spousal visa takes a while. I'll probably have to leave at some point and go to like Vietnam or Maria, and then come back to Australia, waiting for the paperwork to go through. But we're getting quotes on selling the house. We're getting ready. I'm getting quotes on moving boxes to Australia. We're getting quotes on moving our dog and cat to Australia. And we are in the process of selling everything. I'm hoping to be out of here by mid-January. So that's the news. We've buckled up. We've made a decision. We are not spending any more time in America under Donald Trump. There's just no way. And I feel bad and sorry for all the women and all the members of the queer community that are still here, and what life would be like under that person. So take care of yourselves, and I wish all of you the best. I will continue to post videos as we get ready for our travel out of here, and as well as continuing my NASA days. Probably Saturday will be the next one. But I wanted to give you an update on what we're doing. So hope you all have a great day.
In fact, I have a long list here of all the people who said they were going to leave America if Trump wins. Let's read out all these names. Alec Baldwin, fuck off. Whoopi Goldberg, fuck off. John Legend, fuck off. Chrissy Teigen, his stupid whore wife, who's a terrible person, you can fuck off too. Rob Reiner, fuck off. Barbara Streisand hasn't had a song since 1931, you can fuck off. Nancy Pelosi, fuck off. Hillary Clinton, the most evil woman in history, fuck off. Megan Rapinoe, fuck off. Tom Hanks, fuck off. The only thing you ever did good, Tom, was play a retard. No coincidence. Amy Schumer, fuck off. AOC, fuck off. Lady Gaga, fuck off. Taylor Swift, Bill Gates, Jane Fonda, Madonna could all fuck off. Mark Ruffalo, I don't know why they chose you to be the Incredible Hulk, because you're clearly a little pussy. Fuck off. Kim Kardashian, fuck off. Bruce Springsteen can fuck off. George Clooney can fuck off. Hunter Biden, he doesn't even know what fucking day of the week it is, but he can fuck off anyway. Oprah can fuck off. Robert De Niro can fuck off. Samuel L. Jackson, I used to think you were cool, but I'm afraid you now have to fuck off. Miley Cyrus, Travis Kelce, Bobby Altoff, Rashida Tlaib, Stormy Daniels, Anthony Fauci. We don't want you here, Fauci. You're a fucking liar. All of you can fuck off. George Soros can fuck off. Eminem, Ellen, Sean Penn, Sharon Stone, Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee, Bryan Cranston. Imagine going from Walter White to a little liberal fucking dickhead. Fuck off. Billy Joe Armstrong can fuck off. And Bono's gonna drive his car off a cliff. That's the list of people I would have kicked out anyway. So fuck off. That's the list of people that we don't want in America anyway. So get the fuck out. See ya.
You know what? I'm getting pissed off. It's been 72 hours since Trump been elected, and we are not getting what we voted for. We're not. And I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed because I could have sworn that these celebrities and these women on The View and all these places said that if we voted Trump in, that they was going to leave the country. And now I saw that the View, they showing up in black dresses just to mourn the president election, Trump being elected. That is not what y'all promised us. Y'all said that if we voted for Trump, that they will leave the country, and y'all ain't boarded a plane yet. And I'm getting frustrated. Trump, you got to do something about this, because I thought our vote was going to count. We did vote for that. That's what they not understanding. We voted for y'all to leave the country. And I thought that I would be seeing airlines being, filled up. Tickets would be hard to get because all the celebrities, all of Hollywood, all of these politicians, these journalists that said that if you get elected, that they was going to board the plane and leave. I can't no more. Our vote ain't counting already, y'all. I guess maybe I'll give them another week, but time is ticking. Get on the plane. All right.
And this one is for the Trump supporters. You are going to hell for this. You're going to hell for this. You have blatantly disregarded your neighbor. You have failed to care for the widowed, the orphaned, and the immigrant. You have committed idolatry, and you have become lost in your greed and your lusts. You are proud and envious, and you will face that reality on Judgment Day. A lot of you have become too arrogant to believe that you could go to hell. A lot of you have become so idolatrous that you don't think that man could get you there. But you are wrong. And I have never felt something with such conviction in my entire life. And I don't come to you as a saint, I come to you as a fellow sinner. You can repent. You can walk away from this. You can start to atone. But I doubt any of you will. I think that if God himself came down from the heavens, laid hands upon Donald Trump and called him the Antichrist, you would still follow him. Because what? He's promising to make eggs a little cheaper? Like, I'm not happy with the price of eggs either, but I am not willing to risk my eternal soul for it. I am not going to place a convicted predator into a position of power in the hopes that gas will be under $3 a gallon. I am a simple man, and I am not that greedy. You had two choices that did not involve you putting into office the best friend of one of the most prolific child traffickers in modern history. You could have downsized your life, gotten rid of that big giant truck of yours, and all your expensive weapons, or you could have gone out and fought for higher pay, or an end to corporate corruption. You chose to do neither of those things because it was easier to blame immigrants. And that is laziness, that is sloth. You saw hatred as the path of least resistance and the best way to maintain your lifestyle, and you took it. You took it at the expense of the lives of so many of the neighbors you are supposed to be loving. You have failed as a Christian. You have failed to live up to the expectations of Christ, and we all do at some point or another. But you need to repent. And I don't believe in hell as a place of eternal fire. No. I think hell is going to be something so much worse for you. Because if you got thrown into a pit of fire, if you were tortured for all eternity, you would never learn anything. You would just feel slighted by God. You'd fall on your knees and feel persecuted. And you'd cozy up to the devil for perks. Because that is what you have been doing for your entire life. That is what you did with this election. No, here's what I think hell is for you. I think hell is a place where you're going to have to face the fact that you were wrong. And you're going to have to sit there in the silence, in the emptiness, in the nothingness, for however long it takes you to figure it out. For however long it takes for you to learn how to live in a society with other people in it. That is the burning you will feel.
Now, I get up and read at all hours of the night. What I just read makes me crazy. A FEMA manager directed that employees under that person's direction avoid all homes where there was any support or any signage supporting Donald Trump. So you've got the Federal Emergency Management Agency official saying, do not help people who support Donald Trump. Now, if you ever questioned whether or not they hate us, whether it was just, hyperbole and exaggeration, and they really didn't mean it, they literally put it in writing in a team chat to avoid homes where Hurricane Milton destroyed areas where people supported Donald Trump. The people on the left are haters. And I'm telling you, if Kamala Harris got elected, I don't know where we would be. But thank God for Donald Trump. And this woman has not been fired. She is no longer in that role, quote unquote. I don't give a damn. She needs to lose her job.
I don't want everyone crying or anything, but he won the Electoral College, he won the popular vote, and he won every swing state. If you think that everyone is delusional except for you, I think you might need to go to a doctor or something. I think maybe you should find yourself some friends to hug, or like wake up in the morning and say some positive affirmations. Because if you think the world is the problem and not you, something might be not correct about you. I learned this lesson myself in my early 20s. I have full confidence that you can learn it too.
The lesson Democrats should take is not, we didn't run far enough to the left. They lost rural voters. They lost working class voters. And listen, I was someone who I'm recognizing, reflecting on this election. I have the privilege of saying I'm voting on democracy because I'm a high income earner. If your check engine light is on and you've got bills piling up on the table, you're not thinking about democracy. You're not thinking about the war in Ukraine. You're thinking about how will my life be better tomorrow? And the reality is this, we all sat around kind of wondering who is the swing voter that will decide this election? And a lot of folks thought it was women and abortion. No, it turns out it was people in the suburbs who are like, I can't stand Donald Trump's personality. I don't like how he talks, but my life was better off economically when he was president. And I'm struck by this.
But that's the middle class. We're talking about the working class.
I'm talking broadly.
Yeah.
He was not just the working class that he won. He also got the largest share of young voters for Republicans since 2008. That was the height of the financial crisis. Young voters, maybe they care about Gaza, maybe they care about student loans, but to be honest, 2/3 of this country doesn't even get to go to college. They were thinking, am I going to have a job? Am I going to be able to afford the life that I want? And finally, suburban women, sure, they definitely care about abortion. They also care that they're paying to send their kids to college and their graduations are being canceled because there's protests everywhere and because people are out in the streets demonstrating over a war somewhere else rather than just being able to educate their kids. There is so much room for self-reflection from the Democrats, and I hope they have it. Every time Joe Biden bragged about how good the economy is, another vote of someone struggling went to Donald Trump.
All right. I took the morning to grieve. That's all the time we have. Now is your time to start making a plan. Women, I'm here to talk to you today. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to delete your period tracking app. I don't care what state you're in. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to follow creators like Jessica Valenti. She talks about abortion in her newsletter, Abortion Every Day. She is a godsend. I don't know how she does it. You're going to get the pill. You're going to get the implant in your arm. You're going to get the IUD. You're going to get your tubes tied. For your safety is to not get pregnant right now. I am not going to get pregnant right now, even though I would love to have a family one day. That dream just went out the window forever unless I move to another country. If you and your male partner voted differently this election, if he voted for that man, you need to leave him. You need to leave him. I'm sorry. You need to leave him. I know you love him. I know you love him. I know you think he's going to change. I know you think he just doesn't understand your problems. I know that you think he's more concerned about the economy. But especially if you're married to him, you are in danger right now. You are in a lot of danger. Speaking of marriage, I wouldn't get married right now.
I don't think you have to worry.
If you do, get a really, really strong prenup. But I can't promise you that that's going to be honored. Be prepared so that you don't have to panic. I can't really speak on the experience of people of color, of people who are LGBTQ. You guys all need to be making your own plans as well. Everyone needs to be making a plan depending on which category you're in, because they're putting us in categories now.
Anybody else?
I disagree.
All right.
I think I'd like to reframe the conversation. I think Bernie Sanders is wrong. I think the more relevant question actually is, what is wrong with America? I think what is wrong with our country that the Republican Party would choose as a candidate and support a candidate who is an insurrectionist, who is an election denier, who is someone who is twice impeached, 34-time convicted felon, someone who has been accused of alleged sexual misconduct by 26 women, found liable for sexual abuse, What is wrong with this country that they would choose a message of divisiveness, of xenophobia, of racism, of misogyny, over a message of inclusiveness, a message for the people, by the people, of the people? That's what the problem is. It's the Republican Party. And what's wrong with America?
Very passively, I've been watching videos on social media where people are very upset about the way the election turned out, shaving their heads, beating their chests, crying, leaving the country, can't go to work, gotta play with Legos, the whole 9 yards. And I'm up to here, okay? I'm up to here. When I get up to here, it doesn't usually go over well. And I'm gonna tell you right now, listen to me, you wet behind the ear bunch of little pansy-ass bitches. Cut the shit, okay? Life isn't always gonna go your way. As a matter of fact, 75% of the time, it's gonna go against you. And if you're going to carry on and cry and leave the country and need a safe space, you are not a fucking welcome or productive member of this society. Let me explain something to you, because you've obviously never had like sweat under your tits or dirt under your fingernails, okay? Life is really fucking hard. You love people that won't love you back. You love people that love you back, and you lose those people, okay? Nothing lasts forever. And I guarantee you, if you can just put on some big girl fucking pants and big boy fucking pants, I don't know, work boots, whatever it is that you fucking people do, you're gonna see that this is not what you're making it out to be, all right? And you're really starting to piss a lot of us off, because we are one fucking country. We are one fucking race, the human race. And it would be really fucking nice if the rest of us felt like we didn't have to worry about the rest of you over a fucking election, okay? And if you're a parent and your child is out there acting like this, please do me a favor and restart. Restart your parenting, because you're failing your kid. You're not raising a fucking adult. You're raising a lech to fucking society, okay? So enough of this shit. This is ridiculous.
There are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy and confident, because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it. But they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
Mr. Bezmenov was born in 1939 in a suburb of Moscow. He was the son of a high-ranking Soviet Army officer. He was educated in the elite schools inside the Soviet Union and became an expert in Indian culture and Indian languages. He had an outstanding career with Novosti, which was and still is, I should say, the press arm or the press agency of the Soviet Union. It turns out that this is also a front for the KGB. He escaped to the West in 1970 after becoming totally disgusted with the Soviet system, and he did this at great risk to his life. He certainly is one of the world's outstanding experts on the subject of Soviet propaganda and disinformation and active measures. Well, you spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand. When the Soviets use the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in four basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already. For the last 25 years. Actually, it's overfulfilled because demoralization now reaches such areas where previously not even Comrade Andropov and all his experts would even dream of such a tremendous success. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standards. As I mentioned before, exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, even if I take him by force to the Soviet Union and show him concentration camp, he will refuse to believe it until he is going to receive a kick in his fat bottom. When a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand, but not before that. That's the tragic of the situation of demoralization. The next stage is destabilization. This time, subverter does not care about your ideas and the patterns of your consumption. Whether you eat junk food and get fat and flabby, doesn't matter anymore. This time, and it takes only from 2 to 5 years to destabilize a nation, what matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. And you can see it quite clearly that in some areas, in such sensitive areas as defense and economy, the influence of Marxist-Leninist ideas in the United States is absolutely fantastic. I could never believe it 14 years ago when I landed in this part of the world that the process will go that fast. The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a country to the verge of crisis. You can see it in Central America now. And after crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have so-called the period of normalization. It may last indefinitely. Normalization is a cynical expression borrowed from Soviet propaganda. When the Soviet tanks moved into Czechoslovakia in '68, Comrade Brezhnev said, "Now the situation in brotherly Czechoslovakia is normalized." This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis, to promise people all kind of goodies and the paradise on earth, to destabilize your economy, to eliminate the principle of free market competition, and to put a big brother government in Washington, D.C., with benevolent dictators like Walter Mondale, who will promise lots of things, never mind whether the promises are fulfillable or not. Your leftists in the United States, all these professors and all these beautiful civil rights defenders, they are instrumental in the process of the subversion only to destabilize the nation. When their job is completed, they are not needed anymore. They know too much. Some of them, when they get disillusioned, when they see that Marxist-Leninists come to power, obviously they get offended. They think that they will come to power. That will never happen, of course. They will be lined up against the wall and shot. But they may turn into the most bitter enemies of Marxist-Leninists when they come to power. And that's what happened in Nicaragua. You remember most of these former Marxist-Leninists were either put to prison or one of them split, and now he's working against Sandinistas. It happened in Grenada when Maurice Bishop was already a Marxist. He was executed by a new Marxist who was more Marxist than this Marxist. Same happened in Afghanistan when first there was Taraki, he was killed by Amin, then Amin was killed by Babrak Karmal with the help of KGB. Same happened in Bangladesh when Mujibur Rahman, very pro-Soviet leftist, was assassinated by his own Marxist-Leninist military comrades. It's the same pattern everywhere. The time bomb is ticking with every second. The disaster.
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out. Let it out. Everybody wants to show the happy side. I'm mad as holiday! But because I have responsibilities, I'm gonna do these freaking dishes. Whew. It's gonna be alright.
These people are sick.
Come on.